reboot, restart, change. I hope we find this to be more refined and steadier and probably more predictable. If you've been following me for enough time to notice there's been an evolution, hopefully this feels like that next stage of transformation. I hope that it is. It feels this way. I'm not necessarily sure if it's right, but I'm willing to experiment with still trying. So this is a gift. This is here for you. This is for all of us. And I want to stay engaged and tapped in. So from here forward, there'll be half-hour sessions. And then, of course, there'll be scattered special events where we'll do longer classes together. But half-hour sessions are what I'm offering. This is our Sunday half-hour power. Okay. My name is Mikey Yoga. You can find me on Instagram. Here we are. Close your eyes for a moment. If you're just coming upon this, or if you're returning from the glitch that was the previous version of the way that this practice was presented and offered live, right? Consider this possibly to be a comfort in the sense that what is offering this is consistency. So what we want is still surprise, but we don't want the surprise to throw us off or challenge us in a way that isn't necessary, right? So we come into power yoga practice to find the necessary challenge, and I hope that this is something that also does that for you, does for me. And trust that also in the practice that I'm serving and teaching while bringing it to you is also doing the same and having the same effects for me. So I come out with the same excited hum of joy, right? A renewed part of the self that comes from the discovery of what challenge offers us, which is a push, right? A push is always going to sort of go against what we find our comfort zone is, where we found stability. Perhaps we've even rode in stability or the concept of for too long, and therefore the challenge shows up in the most unexpected way, right? So we'll do this together for this half-hour journey. Let your hands come together at your heart into what it is that brings the energy forth that is allowing us to connect in this way into whatever it is that we can call consistency, reliability, right? Trust, and how we can flex into that. So to the access that we gain from really confronting these challenges. Right? Welcome. Take a gentle bow to your heart. Release your hands and open your eyes, and yay, surprise, I even had to move the room around a little bit. So I hope this perspective works for us. I know that it's going to be mirroring. I'm also going to play some music that's going to give us more opportunity to feel energized and full of action, right? This is a playlist you may remember if you've been in my class before. Okay, so we're going to come to the mat. I'm going to start a little bit from where I left off. So I'm going to start at the back of my mat with everything out in front, right? Everything meaning the sort of path of my mat, what's clear and what's spacious, right? Take the arms out to the side with the palms up. Take a big inhale up into the chest and get a little lift that feels like a back bend, and then turn the palms to face down as you fold. Right? Head drops. And the knees bend, push the hips way, way back. So we're challenging our ability to keep your shins very, very vertical, knees right above your ankles, and of course the hands go wherever they need to kind of help you balance, right? Okay, as the legs straighten, then crawl your hands forward. This is one of my favorite little wiggles. So turn your heels to the left. You're going to immediately feel your obliques and your core and everything get challenged from the shoulders back to the hips and even down to the heels, and then you're going to bend your knees. So I call this a little squishy. Okay, inhale to center. You're in plank pose. Switch sides. Same idea. Heels go to the right. Bend the knees. Feel here where your hand pressure also changes, right? So I'm back towards my hips, my heels to my hips, and my hands are pressing one hand deeper, heavier than the other. Back to plank pose. Let's take 3 chaturangas here. So it's like a push-up, right? Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then we'll shift back to down dog. Okay? Walk your feet forward to the hands. Right? You take as many steps as it's necessary for the journey, right? Small steps, big steps. Depending on the day, it might be different. Inhale halfway up, right? Flat back, generally, right? Shoulders in your back with some tone in your spine. And then fold. Be gentle in your fold. Okay. Inhale all the way up. Arms reach up from palms up to the sky. Right? Turn the palms down to forward bow. Okay. Knees bend, hips drop back again. The arms have a counterweight. You can feel your heels. You can feel your core here. Using a little bit of my abdominal muscles also to plug my shoulders back. Right? So the abdominals still contribute to the shoulders, right? Finding out sort of how they relate is the great mystery that we're discovering. Okay? Left foot steps back. Awesome. Right here, you're going to go for a twist first. Right arm goes up. And then right toes go out to the right. And now here's a little dip, similar to what we were doing before. Okay? Take that back up. Hand to the floor. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps forward. Left arm goes up. And then you're going to rotate to your left. Right, left toes turn left. Right hip dips down. Pick it back up. And you're back in your plank pose. Or your lunge pose, right? Right foot comes forward, meet the left. Left foot steps back to meet the right. Or to the back of the mat. Right leg goes back. 3-legged dog. Okay? Step the foot forward. Toes turn right. Left toe goes left. A little bit of that dip. So my left hip is lowering. You're getting a stretch. Hand comes back to the front. Right? Your choice. Step or jump switch the legs. Right foot back. And then this one's going left leg back. 3-legged dog. Left foot steps forward. Lunge. Lift with the left arm. Turn with the toes. And dip with the hips. Do a little lift of the chest. Left hand forward. Right foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hold. Okie-dokie. Okay. Inhale all the way up. Arms reach up. Exhale all the way down. Folding to the toes. Yay. Left foot steps back. Low lunge. Right foot steps back. Plank pose. Both heels go right. Little squishy. Inhale to center. Heels go left. Little squishy. Inhale to center plank. 3 push-ups. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more. Exhale down. Inhale up. And we're back to down dog. Okie-dokie. Hands walk back. Right, my okie-dokie is my transition word, I guess. It's a little tick. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Right, inhale all the way up. Arms reach up. And then exhale all the way down. Following, so applying the breath to the actions made movements of the body. Right, inhale to a flat back. This exhale, here's that little deep stretch. Hips back and down. Arms forward. Arms are reaching so that you can crawl this into plank pose. Now we're going to go chaturanga, right leg up. So we go 3-legged chaturanga, right foot step forward. Take the twist, right arm up, toes turn to the right, left hip dip. Okay, come back to center, left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Okay. Inhale to a flat back again. This is an exhale to sit to that deep chair. So it's a squat, more of a malasana, right? Heels lift, hands plant, chaturanga, and then straighten the legs, straighten the arms, left leg lifts, left foot step forward, right? Left arm up for the twist, right heel to the right, nice little turn. Okay, come back, here's your lunge, right foot meets the left. Super good. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Ooh. Okay, knees bend, hips drop. There's a nice challenge that starts showing up a little different every time we do it, right? Hips lift, hands plant, keep into the hands, chaturanga. This one's gonna be our first up dog. Our exhale, up to plank. Heels go right, a little squishy, down to the hips, to the heels. Hips to heels, then up to plank. Heels go left, hips to heels, all the way back. Inhale to plank, right? As you chaturanga, right leg goes up, and then right arm straighten, right foot steps forward. First, we're gonna go into that little lift with a dip. This is gonna change. You're gonna come back up, you get lunge, left knee tucks forward, and then all the way out in front of you. Right, pull it back in and step it to the back. Okay, and you're gonna pick this one up with that right arm into a lunge with a twist. My right foot's forward, my right hand's towards the back. So it's a lunge twist with a little lift. It's a reverse warrior in a twist. So reverse warrior. Okay, follow that left hand forward, and you step this into a twisted half moon pose. And that right arm is going to pull you up to stand, with the left knee lifting, and then sit to chair pose. Let the chair pose go back further and lower so we get that malasana squat. Okay, that way you can lean into the hands, plant them, and hop back, chaturanga. When you come up to that chaturanga, left leg lifts, left foot steps forward between your hands, looks good. And then here's that twist. Right heel right hip drop, left arm reach. Okay, we come back up. First it's the lunge with the left arm forward. That right knee is going to tuck in and a little lower. That strong left leg, right leg forward, right knee back, right foot back. Left arm, as it's already been sort of guiding and reaching, tall lunge twist. Left hand down, and there's that twisted reverse warrior. Okay, follow, right hand, reach forward so you go up into a twisted half moon pose. Left arm up, shoulders turn to the left, and then left arm pulls you up to stand. It's a very wobbly transition. Up to stand, right knee lifts, and then left hand, left foot lowers you to right. So a deep malasana squat. Let this one stay close to your thighs so you can forward bow and hug and hold. Hug for the length, right? Hug for the strength too, so you feel your arm strength, you feel your leg strength. You also feel that length and space from the inside out, right? So your fibers, your bones, your tissues, your blood. And blood does go into length, right? Length and space. Inhale to a flat back. Whee! And your knees bend, hands plant, right? Hop back, chaturanga. Curl forward for an up dog. Okay, you need a moment to tuck those shoulders back. All right, exhale back to down dog. All right, so we've been doing those little squishies. We're going to inhale again, add a little bit more to the squishies. Heels go right, knees bend, back towards your heels, left arm up. Now, you're going to keep the heels to the right, so when you straighten the arms, legs, you get into a side plank. Then you're going to take that top left arm and right knee to tuck. Kitty, left hand to the floor, right leg back to an open hip, three-legged dog. Okay, that way we can add this now. Right foot forward, lunge, twist with that turn and dip. Okay, that's going to come back to lunge. The left heel goes up. That left knee comes forward and the left leg goes out in front. Okay, you can hover it or you can have the heel on the floor. Tuck it back in so the foot can go back towards the back of the mat. Let that right arm still be your guide, your reach to come up, to go back, and then to tip back. Right hand to the back, left leg, left arm lifting. Cute. Left arm, reach forward, step into that right leg. This is going to go for a little bit of a thigh stretch. So right hand, grab the left foot, and let it just start to expand. Let it evolve, let it open, balancing on that standing foot, lifting from the front of that left thigh. Right, so as you let go of that left foot, right arm, chest, breath, inhale, bring you up, lifted and lengthy, and then sit, you're in chair pose. So you might be really feeling some of those glutes kind of engage and hold in. At the same time, they're sort of giving you that space to spread out, right? So you'll feel there's a spread across the sort of waistband of your back, and there's this kind of wrapping feeling from the tops of your thighs to your outer hips. It's your medial glutes, and hugging into your leg bones, which is pretty rad, okay? So we're going to go for a little bit of that deeper Malasana squat dip, and then the hands plant, so you can hop to Chaturanga. Right, up dog, precious, exhale, down dog. Let's try the other side, same idea. Right, inhale to plank, heels go left. Ooh, hello obliques. Knees bend, right? So we're gonna allow our weight to completely shift into the feet. Your toes will have to pivot, rotate your feet so that you can feel secure right here. It's almost like you're standing on your feet. You just happen to be kind of crunched with the left arm reach. Keep the heels to the left so you go out into a cross-legged side plank, okay? Top arm is your right arm. Back leg would be the left knee, right? Tuck and hold and touch. Hand plant. Three-legged dog. Here's an open hip. It's not a bad feeling. Okay? Use your exhale, use your eyes, look forward. Bring that foot to the forward to the front, left arm up, a little turn of the feet, and dip in the hip. Okay, you kind of follow that depth back to your lunge, and then into that tuck. Right, that right leg slides through, so I'm really sitting on my left heel, right, and using lots of my core and quads to get that right leg to stay elevated, right? Step it, tuck it in to step it back, right? Your left arm is kind of threading through this, and you're following it, nice and sweet. So it's arms and its eyes, it's breath and its heart. Right arm is up. Right arm's going to reach forward to step you into that version that we get of that twisted half moon. And then it's with the thigh stretch. So right knee bends to hold the foot, right? And kind of feel that shift that goes from your left heel to your right hand. You're going to then also feel that shift goes from left hip to right shoulder. Probably left shoulder too. When you let go of that foot, it stays very sort of energized and lifted as it comes together. And we land in that lift, right knee's lifting, into the left leg lowers you, and you get into your chair pose. So remembering, we don't always perfectly land on our mats where we think we're going to, so you can shift, we'll make room. Hips are dropping, stay close to the thighs, so forward down. So we've already put together our warm-up sort of sequence and add them to the sort of the part that's evolving and elevating and lifting and getting us a little farther. So let's see where that takes us. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale. Right, knees bend so you can hands plant. Push into the floor. Chaturanga. Okay? Up dog. Woo. To down dog. Ready? Alright, so you're starting from down dog. Let's go to the back of the mat. We can see if we can put a little bit more into this. Right? So this is kind of my kooky way of sort of finding some ways of kind of linking some dance moves into our yoga. If you know me, you know I like that. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. So your head's dropping. Nose carries. Sorry, I had to fix my screen. Okay, I can fix that now. Right? Bring it forward down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale. Right? Inhale to a flat back. Right? On your exhale, you sit to chair pose. Yeah? You're going to come up standing with the right knee. Right? We're going to glide this through warrior three. So you feel that leg slide back and it lifts as your heart sinks down and your hands touch. Okay? Keep the leg lifting and forward. Three-legged plank. We're combining our little squishy with this lifted leg moment. So that right knee is going to tuck in. Turn your left heel to the right. So heels go right. And it's the squishy with a little cricket thread. Right leg back, left arm up. Okay? So now when you come back to side plank, right knee and left elbow tuck, left hand to the floor, right leg back up and open. Does that make sense? Okay, place the foot forward between your hands. Here's our turn. Sweep to dip. Right, you can really feel that dip. Nice. Okay, come back into your reach, your lunge, and then left knee forward, and then place that for a moment. Right, so you're going to actually sit on your butt on this one. We got this kind of feeling of reaching. You're going to hold that left foot with your left hand and reach a twist over your right arm. Right shoulder towards the back. Right knee is staying tucked in towards your midline. Okay, when you let go of the leg, you can notice that strength. Left hand to left floor. Right, foot steps back. Right arm comes up from the right foot to swim it back. Let's take this a little bit further. Bend the left knee and walk your right hand farther back towards the heel. Right, let the shoulders take on a little bit more squeeze. You get a little farther back and lower to the floor. Whoa, come forward into that right foot. Onto that leg. Hold the foot. So we're going to hold this foot. Okay. Have the lift. And this is going to be also a little kooky. Hold the foot and then bend the right knee and lower and touch the right side of that right knee with that left knee so that you can grab that left big toe and shoot it out to the side. Right, so it's to the right of your right shin and up towards the front. And that way when you let this go, wow, you can use the whole thing, the power of that right leg to lift you back up, place you in your standing reach with the left knee, and then lower it to chair. So that was a lot to add, right? Maybe it'll also kind of tie together better after we go through the second side, right? So take a forward bow. Don't worry, these little things kind of show up, and as we progress, the things that show up more often, then you're like, oh, that's what you mean. That's how we do it when that happens, right? Knees bend, go for that Malasana squat. I'm getting really strong with those knees. Straighten the legs and stay close to the thighs, forward bow. Inhale to a flat back. Here we go, vinyasa here. Touch the floor. Float. Chaturanga to up dog. Exhale back to down dog. Right, we started the whole thing from the back of the mat. So we might even think of this as a bit of a grand finale. Inhale to the flat back. And exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up, arms reach. Right, we're going to take this back to chair. And then as you come up to stand, left foot lifts, left knee off the floor, left knee to the sky. Swim this nice and steady. So take your time to transition through warrior three. And then sink in the chest. Sink in the heart. Grab the floor when you're ready. It seems like a standing split for a moment. And walk your hands forward to a three-legged plank. Tuck the knee forward. Turn your right heel to the left. And now we're going to cricket slide in that little squishy. So right knee bend, left leg slides across the top of that right foot. Okay? Now its right leg is going to straighten, left knee bends to tuck towards that right elbow. Hand to the floor, pivot on that right heel, right toes, three-legged dog, open hip, okie dokie. Your exhale, place the foot forward, and turn that twist with that dip. Okay, keeping the shoulders down away from your ears so your neck stays long. Okay, that sweep back into the lunge is where the right knee comes forward and you place the butt. Right hand goes to the right foot, left foot stays on the floor. So for now, it's just like a little turn twist with a little sort of V-sit. And then we still have this nice liveliness. Right hand to the floor. Right leg tucks in and through. From the left leg, you press up to your twist lunge. Right hand back to that back. Or left hand back to the right leg. Right arm up. Chest open. Okay, so that back knee is bending, so your left hand can walk back towards the ankle. Yay. Whoo, slide forward. Now we're getting into that sort of big, bold move. All right, first, standing in a twisted version of half moon. Hold the foot. All right, you can do the foot hold one. And then you very gently start to bend both knees. That right knee safely goes to the left of that left leg so that you can sweep that right leg around towards the left and to the front. So I'm holding my big toe or my bottom of my foot even with my left hand, and I'm kind of pivoting my weight, center of gravity, relative to that standing left foot. Okay? So it's a very sneaky little grasshopper shape. You let go of the foot, you come around with it, to stand with it, and then that left leg lowers you to sit. Right, you sit to chair, and then you come to a forward bow. Little pause. Ooh. Very good. As you lift your chest, drop the hips, hips down, shins back, then lean forward, shift into the hands. Another sweet transition to chaturanga. Right? Up dog to down dog. And we take 3 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. One more big inhale, right? Let it be long and be yours, so don't let me get in the way of your pace. Exhaling softly, right? Come to plank pose and bring your knees to the floor for a moment. So pause. All right, we're pausing just for a brief little moment. Catch your breath. Repeat. Whew. Here we are. Here we are in Euro Force. So we're going to take this as our final act in our half-hour sequence. Right, so we've got enough of everything we need to sort of feel our flow, and we've gone in like all the dimensions and the angles and ranges of the body. So that's it's reassuring to know that we can hit the body or approach the body globally, and really experience ourselves from so many different angles. Right. So take this next exhale round the back, so you get your C curve like a cat cow. We're going to change the cow part though to an inhale. Lift the feet, so it's a scorpion up dog. And we're going to repeat that 2 more times. So as you exhale, you go back and tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, feet touch the floor. And your inhale, you roll over the knees and the chest goes up, curling open. One more, same thing. Tuck, big deep tuck, right? And a nice long inhale, because this is finishing it. Right, tops of the thighs, chest up, collarbones, and then you're going to let this lower down till you get to the floor. Feet go to the floor, super nice, hands touch the floor. And here's our closeout. We're going to close out with just a simple child's pose in form of our Shavasana. Right, so hands plant, go back from the knees and hips to the heels, and either forehead to the floor or forehead to a fist of softness. Right, whatever it is that can kind of keep you feeling easy on the knees, relaxed in the heart, and then very natural in the curves of the spine, so including the cervical vertebrae at most. Just a couple of breaths here. That happened so quickly. Okay, you release the hands and you come up to all fours. Okay, I like to transition out of this position with some crossed ankles, right? So crossed ankles so you can get back, you can feel the tops of your feet, your knees touching the floor until just that moment where you tip over the heels, you unravel, and then you come to a sit. A seat, some space, like a nice long sit, flexed feet, long forward bow over the legs. And as you inhale, you come up to draw the heels in, cross the shins, and we come to your seat. So into an upright position where you're comfortably sort of in your meditative form, however that works for you, to close out class, right? To close your eyes for a moment. Hopefully what landed in this practice is the fact that we can move in various directions unexpectedly and still feel comforted that we're safe in our skin, right? So no matter what twists and turns arrive for us, whatever surprises show up that at first don't appear to be friendly, may actually be sort of the provoking nature that sends you in the direction that you need to go. What a word. Where do we need to be? Alright, let your hands come together in your heart into all the preciousness of connecting, staying connected, and staying constant, right? Committed is quite a word, but I like to say that's the place that we're coming to, right? Namaste. Happy Power Yoga. Happy holidays. Peace to you. MikeeYoga. Stay cute. We'll talk soon. All right. Thank you.